In today's video, I'm gonna be back in Let's See car driving with the Fairlady Z, and I'm taking on the track to have some fun with it. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Now let's launch this thing in 3, 2, 1, blast off. Now I feel like this thing should handle a little better, because when I first unlocked this thing, it handled like it didn't have any downforce. It was very unpredictable, and it just started like spinning out on you for no reason. I feel like it had the improper weight balance, because it's very easy for the weight to shift and just start sliding out on you. But hopefully it does better, because I did change the suspension and alignment and stuff like that. Hopefully I can see some improvement. So far the major oversteer there, but we'll just have to see. I'm not really focused on getting a perfect time. I'm just trying to see how well this thing can handle the turns, or how much grip it has during the turns, because this thing is very unpredictable. I'm gonna try my best not to crash it. I might have a few spin outs, but that's okay. Nothing is wrong with spinning out, but I'm gonna try not to crash or flip it, of course. But so far it's doing okay. I came off the track a bit there, but that's okay. And also gotta be careful with the brakes, because this thing, if you hold the brakes too long, it becomes very unstable, just like that. Which is something I do not like. I feel like it has to do like too much of the brake power being sent to the front wheels. Okay, this thing is starting to get very unpredictable. It's also very good at slip angling though, like some of the turns is pretty much just sliding through them. Okay, but we gotta be very careful. This thing can become very unpredictable in no time. We gotta start braking from early, because some of these turns are very brutal. And so far it's handling a little better than before. This is what I like to see. I don't like when it becomes unpredictable or just suddenly spins out on you, just like it almost did there. But I did kind of tap the brake there. It would have been very bad. Okay, as soon as I hit the brake, it's about to spin out on me. I feel like the brakes are causing it. It definitely has to do with the brakes, as I said. I feel like the brakes are too sharp. I did tune them up or set them to max. It's level 4 that I have. I don't think I can really turn them down. Hopefully, it's not what's causing it. So far I don't want to floor this thing too much, because it can become very unpredictable in seconds. So I'm not being too crazy on the gas. I could be going a lot faster here, but I'll just go straight into the wall right there. So far I've had quite a few spin outs, but no major crash, so that's good, or flips. Hopefully I don't talk too soon though. But if you have this car and you take it on the track, let me know what handle for you, or if you tune it, or what? This is what I'm talking about, that unexpected loss of traction there for no reason. That's what I'm trying to avoid with this thing, because it has a tendency to do that very often. That's the only thing that I don't like about this thing so far. But it handles okay, meaning if you want it to turn, it will turn most of the times, of course. Oh, getting some oversteer there. But I'm not trying to go super fast here. Just trying to see how well it can handle the turns before it loses traction and tries to kill us. Yeah, if I hold the brakes, they do tend to lock up, so I gotta be very careful with that. Nice slip angle there. Got a little log there, but that's okay. long as the lag didn't make us crash, it's good. Okay, gotta be careful in this part because it's very easy for the weight to transfer and mess us up. As I can legit see the front of the car lifting every time I accelerate. Even when I hold the brake, you can pretty much see the weight transfer from inside. See the car going forward, which is pretty cool, but it's also very, very, oh my gosh. You gotta be very careful with the timing, as I was saying, because you don't want the weight to transfer at the wrong time, else you're gonna spin out, and that happened to me quite a few times now. But I think it's handling better than it did before, as in when I just unlocked it. Oh my, it's doing the same thing again. It just doesn't stop doing it. Even though I change the suspension and stuff like that, it does handle it. I see a little improvement, but it still has a tendency to do what it was doing before. That's just the way how the car is programmed. I'm pretty sure. I mean, some of the spin-outs I had were preventable, but some of them were just completely unexpected. I'm not even looking at the time right now because I'm very, very behind time. I think the best time I had with this car was around 8 something. But the fact that we're at 6 and I'm already at this part of the map, it's not good. But this thing is very, very, very unpredictable at times, and that's the only thing that I really don't like about it. Especially in terms of the weight transfer. I feel like that's what messed me up most of the times. That's why I have these unexpected loss of traction and spin outs. Even when I'm not flooring the car into the turn that much. Because even if you do lift off the gas, the car can pretty much oversteer on you. Because you can't really do it slowly on a keyboard, to be honest. It's just an immediate lift off, so the car gets very, very uncontrollable and starts shaking. If you do take the turns slow enough, you should be okay. I feel like if we are going into these turns a lot slower, we could take them okay. But I mean, why would we want to go super slow into a turns on a track? Doesn't really make any sense. I mean, if you're trying to be very, very safe, then that's okay. But if you're trying to go fast, I don't think you're going to try to go as slow as possible. You're going to try to find the perfect limit. I'm pretty sure we found the perfect limit and gone beyond that, to be honest, at this point. This thing is very, I feel like I'm going way too fast. Okay, we managed to save it here. Oh my, it's still, even though I said we managed to save it, we didn't even save it yet because it was still spinning tires. Okay, this thing is just very brutal. Like if you make a mistake, it's not forgiving. That's just it. There's no catching it back. And the fact that it's all-wheel drive, that means that if you start spinning out, you can't. It depends on how much angle you're spinning that at. Sometimes you can catch it back, sometimes you can't. Here we go again. Oh, that one was nice. That was nice. I put it in reverse and was able to catch it back there. Yeah, but this thing is not very forgiving, to be honest. As I said, if you make a mistake, most of the time it's not going to be very easy to catch it back. It's just the car just says that's it for you, you're gonna crash, you're gonna die. Yeah, this thing, I feel like this thing is very suicidal, to be honest. To be honest, this thing is suicidal. And the fact that I tuned it up definitely makes it more suicidal. I mean, if it was stock, maybe it'd handle a little different. If it was stock and I only changed the suspension and the adjustment, stuff like that, then maybe it'd handle a little better. The fact that I did change the engine and stuff like that adds a lot more power and makes it a lot more uncontrollable. But I mean, going on a straight line, it's very controllable. I mean, it should, because I mean, imagine spinning out in a straight line without turning anything like that. That would be very bad. Let's see if we can do a crash turn. I mean, at least it's good at doing 360s. But the handling of this thing overall, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be straight up on this. It's a headache. It's a straight up headache. It's very unpredictable. Sometimes it's good. I mean, this thing is definitely good at slip angling. If I wanted to like push it through the turns and make it slip angle, it would be very good. I think it would be good on the other track. This track, if you make a mistake, as I said, the car is very unforgiving. There's no hoping that you're gonna catch it back. But I mean, it's not the worst handling car, but it's definitely one that you need a lot of patience or practice with to handle super well. But other than that, I mean, it's very fast. It has good acceleration. I gotta give it that. But you gotta be very careful with how much gas you're giving it into the turns. And as I said, if you hold the brakes too long, the turns are gonna lock up and the weight is gonna shift and the car becomes very unstable. It is something I do not like. But I feel like I can kind of mess with the suspension and adjustments a bit more. If I do find the perfect one, then maybe I don't think I'm gonna re-upload, but I'll probably post it on my Instagram or something like that. If you guys do have this car and you want to like tune it up to make it handle a little better. But overall, this thing is very, very crazy.